Hey guys, I'm Sloppy, and this is my Mii Gunner guide. Mii Gunner is a zoner character who uses a lot of projectiles and has lots of disjoints in his attacks, and he's pretty good, in my opinion. So I thought I'd teach you guys how to play him. He's fun. He's overall a solid character. In my opinion, I think he's the best of the Miis, but I won't get too far into that because the last episode of this 3-part series, I'm going to be talking about what I think of Mii Gunner as of now in the meta. This is patch 3.1, if you guys were curious. And in this episode, I will be covering which special moves are the best, which movesets you should use, and overall the different uses for each of the special moves. So let's get started. The first neutral special is Charge Blast. This move is very good in like neutral. You can do a lot of half charge shit with it. So you can like do that, and it covers a lot of rule options. If you raise them to a higher, like if they're at a higher percent, you can sometimes do back throw and then read a jump into charge shot. Oops. It's overall a really solid move. It's like a lot of Mii Gunners play if you choose this. This is one of the neutral specials I recommend. The next move is Laser Blaze. It's a really solid move in terms of damage output. Like 5 did 30, and that's pretty good. But then, so it looks like a good like Falco laser, but faster. But then you realize it has a shit ton of end lag. So in my opinion, this is the worst out of the neutral specials because the other ones can do more, and this is just like poke. I don't use this ever. Here, let's just shoot him a few times, get him to a higher percent. See if this can jab block. Okay, it can jab block, but you're still going to be at a far distance with a lot of lag, so you can't really do anything with it. I wouldn't recommend using this. I'd say the other neutral specials are far superior. I think this is one of Mii Gunner's worst moves in general. Mii Gunner's third neutral special is by far the most versatile. Grenade launch is an arcs grenade that just shoots out. It's really solid. You can do a lot of cool shit with it. Like, if I shoot it out, I can run up for a grab sometimes, or I can get a follow-up. Just depends. It's an amazing tool for shield pressure. There's a lot of damage it can combo into itself. You can use it. There's a kill confirm. It's really hard to do, but if you at high percents, if you use it like this, then catch them with a grab, and you let it explode on them. It's a pretty useful tool. Overall, I think if you're gonna use this move, it has to be your most used move. It's just that good. You can fire more than one at a time. And so there's a trick I like to use here. Let's switch to a platform stage. So if you stand at the end of the platform, you can get a certain angle that's really good for it, ledge trapping. As you see, if you stand right here, they'll drop they'll drop right off the side of the stage. On Battlefield, it works on PS2, but you have to stand on this end of the platform, I think. I'm pretty sure. It's just a really solid move. You can do a lot of platform play with it, like you can have it land on a platform. It's the only drawback, it's really slow to come out. It doesn't have lag though. Like as soon as it's fired, you can do whatever. In my opinion, this move is interchangeable with Charge Shot, as I use both in my movesets. When you're building a moveset for Mii Gunner, you usually want to either build it around Charge Shot or you want to build it around your grenade launch, because it's just that good of a move. It also has a ton of shield stun, so at certain percents, as they fall down, they'll get hit by, like as the grenade hits them, they'll get hit by the missile as well. It's a kill confirm. It's really good for ledge trapping. That's one of Mii Gunner's strong suits. So Mii Gunner's first side special is Flame Burst. This move kind of works like arc fire, except you can't get as much follow-ups as you can with arc fire. I think it's a pretty solid move. The main drawback of it has considerable lag. You can use it in the air. It angles same angle. To be honest, it's not that good. It's average at best because at higher percents you can't really get many follow-ups off of it. So I can do this. Like, that's really good. It's like 50%. 47.5. It's a good move if your opponent's not ready for it. In my opinion, it's the second best of the side specials. Personally, I just like getting all up in their face, so I use missiles while running up. So, but it's really just personal preference. Like, you can do all sorts of stuff with it. It's cool. In my opinion, it's just as good as missiles. It's just how you want to play. So side special number 2 is Stealth Burst. In my opinion, this is the worst out of the side specials by far. It's not even close. It's really hard to see, but you could hear it. It's like loud. It's just, in my opinion, it's not worth it over missiles. Because you can only send out one at a time. You can't do anything while it's firing. It doesn't go particularly fast. This is the maximum range. So far it goes pretty far. I think it's farther than the missiles. That's about all it's got going for it. It starts to kill at around like 120 on most characters. But like, it's really predictable. Even though it's supposed to be stealthy. It's just not worth it at all. Gunner Missile is me Gunner's third side special, and I use it on both of my sets because I think it's amazing. It works well with both grenades and charge shot, which is the neutral specials that I recommend using. It's a good neutral tool. There are two variants of it. You can do the super missile, where it goes fast and has more kill power, by smashing the stick together like hard at the same time. But if you already have your stick on left, you can do a weak missile that it just stuns. Super missiles go farther, but they don't really follow the opponent like the weak missiles do. I just think it's a good tool. Yeah, I just think it's a good move. Really solid. In my opinion, I think it's interchangeable with Flame Burst, but it's really personal preference. If you want to be more aggressive, you probably want to go missiles, because you can use a weak missile or a super missile and then just run up with it and grab. It's kind of like the Villager Lloyd Rocket thing, how you send out a Lloyd Rocket and they shield and then you just grab them for free. It's really solid. It does a lot of shield damage too, super missiles. The first up special on Me Gunner is Lunar Launch. This move has a hitbox, like it sends out a little blast underneath. It can be used out of shield. It has a bad hitbox on the ground though. It goes up about 10. It's a good gimping tool. It does not have much horizontal, you'll notice. I think it's tied for first best recovery because of the use you can do with the actual shot and how it's super safe to land with. Like, you have like almost no lag. Cannon Jump Kick is Me Gunner's second up special. It's a really powerful kill move if you hit it. It's really good for calling out jumps. It does 20.4 damage. It's really solid, but the main drawback is it only goes up to 5. That's half of the vertical recovery of Lunar Launch. If you are really good at recovering, like, I recommend using this as long as you have magnet, because then you're able to turn around midair. You can do this sometimes. I don't think it's worth it because they can punish you, but I mean, for killing at high percents, I'm pretty sure I don't really use this all that often, so forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure you can do up throw up B. Yeah, it works sometimes. And it's not true at all. I'm not saying go for this every single time. It's a last resort as a mix-up. You'll notice that it's like really hard to recover with. Like as you see, I just died there for something I could have easily made on the other 2 up specials. Overall, I just don't think it's particularly amazing. Cannon jump kick's a move that requires a lot of precision. It feels like it makes you feel more like Little Mac, how you have super strong kill power but terrible recovery. It's a good move if combined with the right movesets. It's just pretty underwhelming. Like characters like Bowser, they can just back throw you and then forward air you. You're pretty much dead. Arm Rocket is Mii Gunner's most versatile up special. You can angle it. You don't even have to go in the air if you don't want to. Well, you do, but you can like it makes you fast if you go on the ground. I wouldn't recommend doing this because it has more lag than Lunar Launch. This up B, you will notice it does not have any hitbox, but it does go the farthest. It doesn't go the farthest vertical, because that's Lunar Launch's whole purpose of existing. But you have the most flexibility with your recovery if you use this. I like using it in conjunction with Magnet. You get a lot of mix-ups. You just have a lot you can do with it. Overall, I think that Lunar Launch and Arm Rocket are pretty much interchangeable. You can use Cannon Jump Kick, it's just not recommended, in my opinion. The first Mii Gunner down special is Echo Reflector. In my opinion, this is the worst down special, just because of how slow it is. And there's other than just gimp, like it has a bigger hitbox, so you can just gimp with it. It does 2 damage. It's really not that good. You can reflect things with it, but you're a Mii Gunner. You have a high mobility forward air. You can just dodge shit. You can air dodge. You really on this character you really don't need a reflector, especially when you can clank your air, projectiles, or one charge shot stops another charge shot from like a Samus. You really don't need a reflector. It's super laggy. It makes you lose all your momentum. It's really just not that good. Magnet's better. Of course, you can use this. I wouldn't recommend it. I think it's definitely the worst out of the down specials by far. It doesn't even gimp you that hard. It's not like a Fox Shine, how it's kind of stupid how it can gimp you. Bomb Drop is Mii Gunner's second down special. In my opinion, with the proper knowledge of how to use it, this is the best to use. Its main weakness is that you can... Here, let's have... So it can come back and hit me. It has a ton of shield stun, so you can just walk up and you can use it. I probably shouldn't have chosen Link for this because he has the shield. But you can really just walk up and grab after it hits shield. This move is crazy on platforms. I like to use it in conjunction with grenades and missiles. I was playing a DDD in bracket last night. It completely stuffed out Gordo. It doesn't have the most range, but you can drop it off ledge. I wouldn't recommend it if you're gonna run grenades, because grenades just kill earlier. They're better. But this move is definitely the best down special in my opinion. Well, not definitely. There's one other that's significantly better than Echo Reflector as well, and they're interchangeable in my opinion. I use both in both my movesets. Lastly, we have Absorbing Vortex, but most people call it Magnet. If you use Magnet when they're using energy-based moves, here. You'll notice that it'll heal me. If they miss a tech, you can use your down B. You can use your Magnet to It's hard to do in certain situations, but you can jab lock them. Overall, I think it's just a good move. Gives you a disadvantage state because you can turn around with it midair, and you can have your, you can like, so say you got set up the stage facing this way, you can turn around forward air because forward air gives you momentum boost, gives you mix-ups. I think it's interchangeable with bomb drop, just depending which one you like, or you can just learn 2 sets like I did. In my opinion, 1-3-3-3 is one of the best movesets that you can use, and this is one of my movesets. Charge Blast and Gunner Missile, they're really good. Like, you can hit a weak Gunner Missile, it stuns them, then you send over your Charge Blast. You have a really devastating neutral to get hit. Arm Rocket gives versatility or recovery and good disadvantage state, so does Absorbing Vortex. It's a really oppressive moveset, especially with well-spaced forward smashes. And the other best moveset that I think you can have is 3-3-1-2. And Grenade Launch, Gunner Missile, and Bomb Drop are insane together. Oh my goodness. It's like actually like Snake on steroids. It's so annoying to deal with. You get like, even if you deflect the Bomb Drop, you're gonna have so many projectiles flying off. Like, it's just so oppressive as a moveset. Lunar Launch is good because you don't really get, you can cover your recovery with Grenade Launch, like as you're coming back to the stage, you can have your grenades go. So you don't really need the flexibility of Arm Cannon or Arm Rocket. Anyway, those are the best movesets and the best moves I think you can use on Mii Gunner. This is part 1 to my guide. My part 2 and 3 will be uploaded soon. Part 2 is going to be me talking about how to use the moves in conjunction with each other. Overall, I think those were the best movesets that you can use, but it's not like they're required. Like, you can use pretty much anything and it'll be fine. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.